Hello, this is Dr. Tay, and in this chakra series video is our first chakra. And we're going to work this our way up from the bottom. And the first chakra is the root chakra. In Sanskrit, it is understood or pronounced as Muladhara, and it is known as the root chakra. Because of its earth element, out of all the other elements, it's the most densest element. And therefore it's heavy, it's very grounding, it sinks you down. And from there, if you have a strong foundation, you have the ability to grow up. And each chakra deals with different emotions. And after all, this is all for mental health and personal development. And this is one system out of many other systems. In the chakra series, the first chakra, the root chakra, you have to create a strong foundation of who you are. What I mean by this, do you have a strong mind to support you to do the things that you need to do? Or do you need help? You need to identify these things. Second, your body. In order to do the things you want to do in terms of sports, in terms of your personal development physically and fitness, or even health. If you're not a healthy person, you need to have health goals change either your exercise program or your diet program or your lifestyle program. Next is your relationships and your relationship with yourself and other people. And it could be family, friends, community, and with the rest of the world through the internet. Last is your environment, where you live and where you spend time. For some of you, it could be in school. For most of you, it will be in the real world working. And then you have your home, your place where you go, whether it's school or your work. And then you have your places where you hang out, your local coffee shop, your bar, your restaurant, all of these things. And identifying these four aspects, which are your mind, body, relationship with yourself and others, and last, your environment. And these four things are what they call the four dimensions, coined by a famous philosopher by the name of Ken Wilber in his Integral Theory book. Highly recommend for you guys to read that book. It is very awesome, and you'll get a better understanding of his book, but I digress. Back to the four dimensions. We're going to apply this four dimension for every single chakra to better understand your own physical, mental, your relationship, and your environment, and how to progress that forward. After all, yoga means union. You become one from your current self to your future self. What I mean by this is, let's make this simple. If you are a yoga practitioner, just starting out, you just took a few yoga classes and you really like it. You watch a lot of YouTube videos around yoga. And eventually, by practicing yoga, you become a yoga beginner, right? Then intermediate. Then if you continue to pursue, you're meeting your yoga self, who is now taking beautiful Instagram photos, perhaps. I don't know. You could be a yoga teacher taking a certification course. And you could definitely meet. So yoga means a journey between yourself and the future self. Sometimes you need to go back, deal with traumas in your life to forgive, to let go, and so that you can move forward. Sometimes you need to union with the past self so that you can move forward. And you need to be whole of your past, present, and future. And that's what yoga means in one sense, outside of spirituality, which I'm not going to get into, because this is all about mental health, okay? And have better direction with your life. All right, so the first chakra deals with the concept of survival. I need to survive, so I need to have food, shelter, water, clothing, and modern day internet, right? And around survival, you need to have fear, because if you don't have fear, chances of you survival is not likely going to be there, right? But we don't live in prehistoric times with, wild animals trying to eat us. We're living in an urban jungle with lots of people, and this is the life that majority of us are in. Around survival, you need to identify your emotional fears. What is it that you're afraid of? And two, what do you have confidence in? And your chakra closes with fear, and your chakra opens with confidence around the concept of survival. Now, if you are a person who is deficient, where the chakra is not spinning fast enough, right, then you might be a person who is not sure of themselves. They can't stand upright, unsure of themselves, right? Now, if you are a person who is chakra spinning too fast, perhaps you're very territorial. Somebody who might be bullying somebody because their space encroaches on other people's space, or like a business, right? But if your chakra is weak, then you might be getting bullied by a person who, so you just need a good balance to where you are so that you feel confident in between, that you feel secure, centered, happy to be alive. Those are the emotions that when your chakra is nice, well, and balanced. And after all, this is all about balance. If you're excess, you need to calm down. If you are weak, you need to come to neutral. And if you're already there, you need to maintain that for long periods of time so that your emotions don't fluctuate too much. Chakra meditation is identifying your fears. So for me, I used to go swimming in the ocean, and one day the water got really cold because I was really far away from land, and I got really scared. So in my meditation, I had to visit that memory, and I have to, come to a place of confidence that this is never going to happen again. Meaning, I won't go swimming off too far where I'm by myself in the middle of the ocean. For other people, when was the last time you felt real fear? You really have to think about that. So if you're watching this video, think of a time you were really afraid of your life. Another incident for me was when I was climbing a ladder on a building, and the ladder shook because I missed my step. I felt scared for my life. I could have died, right? Did I? No, I'm still here. But this is what I'm talking about. You need to come visit this memory and make sure that you are not in a place to do that ever again. So make proper preparations in your meditation and learn how to transform your fears into confidence. And if you have any questions about that, please mention it in the comment below, and I'll see if I can come back to it. Okay, and I'll make future videos responding to some of the questions that you may have, so I'll just spend one time just answering all of it. Last is, you need to come to a state of I am, right? I am. Who are you, right? I can say that I am a medical provider, and to support that component of who I am, I need to have a mind that is capable of providing happiness to people who are depressed, calmness to people who have a lot of anxiety, and provide courage to people who have fears or motivation. I gotta say something motivational. So my mind has got to be very flexible to give the right advice to the right people. Body, that's my body. I gotta be able to physically get up, come here, do my work. And I gotta stay fit and eat healthy so that I'm providing more motivation and provide some sort of guideline for people. 3 is my relationship with myself, my family. If I spend all this time at work and I'm not spending time at home, I can't be a good parent, a good husband. Also, I gotta be a good practitioner, so I gotta have a good relationship with a lot of people so that I can maintain what I'm doing right now. Last is my environment. I gotta have the space. I gotta have a home to support this thing. Now, when something like the pandemic happens and people who own restaurants or other businesses, the foundations of who they are, because their business is not working, it jeopardizes their home, so they create all these fears, right? So they may have to move and do all these things. And in fear, you have to act. And acting comes from out of fear and confidence. And you need to have a balance between those two. I hope people are understanding the 4 dimensions: your mind, your body, your relationships, and your environment. And I'm going to try this over and over for every chakra. And the key word here is I am. Identify who you are. And if, for example, if you're a high school student and you're an athlete and you have visions of dreams and aspirations to go to a good school, it's important to do the activities that support that. And you have a very good, strong support system: your parents, your friends, your diet. And you have to start identifying your life situations in your mind, your body, your relationship with yourself, your friends, your family, your community at large, and with the rest of the world, and your environment. And a lot of these things are set, and identify what fears do you really have of trying to achieve with your future self that might have better mind, better body, better relationships, and better environment. So if you're in high school now, you might want to go to a better college. So what are the things that you have fears in? And you have to learn how to identify your fears and start meditating. What I mean by meditating is putting a lot of thought into it and visualize what you need to do so your brain remembers better. So it's not just a thought. We have the ability to create dreams while we're awake. And those dreams have an impact on your subconscious mind. And therefore, it can help better map where you want to go by visualizing where you are now to where you want to go. So I would ask that you take a piece of paper or take your cell phone and write, root chakra, and really identify what fears do you really have on your survival. And we will touch this on the next chakra series. And next chakra series will be on the sacral chakra, and we'll talk about that. And we're going to tie each chakra one at a time. And towards the end, once we're done with all the chakra, we're going to do a one whole overview of all the chakra systems. And we're going to create some sort of meditation guideline on how to do this. And if you're following these videos, you can have a very personalized meditation program for yourself that's custom tailored for you. And you can only do that by participating in this series. So if you are excited about this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the sub notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. And last, I would really like it if you guys can share this video with anybody that needs some sort of meditation, who is suffering from anxiety, depression. And my disclaimer is that, this is not intended as medical advice, just meditation and the benefits of it. And if you have serious issues, please seek out a proper medical practitioners that can help you medically. And this is just providing emotional support and meditation guidelines. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.